where we talk about all things metal. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing wonderful. Actually, I had a wonderful time with my son and my mom. It was so nice to have go out for ice cream with him before I came on tonight. It was wonderful. I haven't seen him for a while. Just hanging out with him for a while, which I think he's still hanging around a little bit right now. So he's a little bit busy with somebody. But anyway, I'm talking about new and up and coming bands that are probably not as well known, but should be. The ones that have less than 10,000 subscribers on Spotify, and I think you guys might be missing some hidden gems. So, without further ado, I'm going to check out the first one on the list. Hopefully, I won't have any crazy people on here tonight like I usually do. It's one of those things that you never know what you're going to get. Anyway, number 20 is The Silent Hymn by Shadowlands, which is a melodic, haunting black metal song that serves a fitting as a fitting final to the playlist. Oh, well, I'm going to start from the end to the beginning. As a somber and atmospheric track that balances new raw emotion with a sense of dark beauty and fatality. No, fatality. Finally, that's what my shirt's about. Fatality. Anyway, number 19, Echoes of the Void from Void Stone. Description is a powerful, hypnotic, atmospheric sludge metal song as characterized by thick, distorted riffs that repeat and build on a monumental, overwhelming wall of sound, exploring themes of emptiness, which is kind of crazy. It's a fictional song, apparently. I guess these are all. See, I was trying to get a release date, but for some reason, I can't get one. So, well, I'll figure some of those out maybe later on. Who knows? Number 18 is A World Unseen by Eclipsed Divide. Its a description is a progressive death metal song that delves into complex philosophical themes. It's a journey through intricate song structures and narrative that explore hidden knowledge and exemplarial dread. I think I said that right. Who knows? There's nobody on here yet. Wow. Anyway, let's see here. Number 17 is Burial Prairie, I think is how you say that, but who knows? From Emberfall. Description is a classic heavy metal song with a bluesy hard rock edge, which sounds really cool because that would kind of be interesting. Bluesy and heavy metal with a hard rock edge. Kind of reminds me of the Violent Hour. So if you ever get a chance, check out her music as well. It's a fiery track with a powerful rhythm and a focus on a catchy riffs with a memorable chorus about a final defiant act. Interesting. I don't know. I'm not sure what that's going to be like or whatever it's going to be about. But anyway, number 16 is Mirage by A Special Tide, a industrial metal track that uses electronic elements and mechanical beats to create a cold, futuristic atmosphere, that song that feels both heavy and detached. Interesting way of putting the description for that. Heavy and detached, with a sense of unease and psychological tensions in the song, apparently. Number 15 is The Weight of Crowns from Angus. Is a emotional and a powerful metalcore song. It blends. Thanks for the likes, guys. Melodic, sorry, choruses with heavy breakdowns exploring themes of a burden of leadership and the price of power itself, which is cool. Hello, how's it going? How's my first chatter online here? Doing okay? Thanks for the love. I appreciate it. It's awesome. I love that stuff. I eat that up. Anyway, what's that? What's my favorite band? Oh my gosh, there's so many bands out there that I like. Well, this band is really good. I've One Night in Texas. I mean, they're not one. I don't know about favorite, but they are definitely up there with the bands I like. What's that? Oh, that's good. Glad to hear that. Sorry, I was misreading the description. It's hard to read it sometimes, so I apologize. I gotta get my eyeballs checked out here. So anyway, number see what's it got here? 14, The Culling by Harbinger. Harbinger, can't say it. Okay. It's a brutal and chaotic technical death metal song with a track of complexity, blistering maelstrom, and precisionally chaotic guitar work with punishing drums, exploring the themes of growth and tragedy. Which actually, that sounds really kind of cool if you come to think of it. Which reminds me, while I'm at it, thinking of like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it, because it always helps to grow. And I'm hoping that if I get enough viewers on here, that I'll have maybe the leverage I need to say, hey, look, I've got X amount of people on my channel. There's no reason why you shouldn't get on my channel to talk to me about your band, you and your band. I should say, mostly about the person itself, because that's what the Voice of Metal is all about. It's about the person behind the music, the person that I'm talking to, the person I'm interviewing. It's not just about me. It's about everybody, really. So anyway, um, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh well, I guess I can always move on. But yeah, that's what I was kind of portraying with, or telling my friend. Oh, I know what it was. My son was telling me I should take some of my videos from my live stream here, or my my podcast slash whatever you want to call it, um, thing, to TikTok. So I could get more viewers and this, that, and the other. You might go a little bit more because there's more people that watch TikTok because it's more popular and this, that, and the other. So if I can figure out how to get the account on my other account on TikTok, I'm going to try to do that too. So I'll let you guys know about that, and you guys can sign up and share it with your friends if you can share that, which I think you can. Because I definitely have been on TikTok a little bit, but not much. But anyway, number 13 is The Pale Horse Rider from Crimson Curse, a powerful metal song with mythological, epic feeling with fast logic and featuring high-pitched vocals telling a story of supernatural entities. Oh, interesting. And a thrilling chase. Mythological. So this is kind of, maybe they're more like Pale Rider. What's this? What is it? Pale Horse Rider from Crimson Curse. So this, I wonder if this is kind of like a goth style metal band, maybe metal band. Who knows? Empathies embrace a Graves Forager. I think is Graves Forager. So they're foraging through graves apparently as the band. I don't know. A Gru and sludge metal track, as it has a slow grind tempo and a thick distorted guitar tone, creating a sense of suffocating weight and doom. See, and I'm covering newer songs for somebody I know because they're always talking about actually doing newer upcoming bands. Well, these are bands that are under 10,000 on Spotify. So if you haven't already, sign up, subscribe to them, or on YouTube if you got YouTube Music, whichever you use. Serpentine Scourge and Cinderfall. Anyway, a thrash metal theme with blistering speed and aggression, which I like. Blistering speed and aggression, of course, and really heavy riffs is awesome. The song is a high energy assault on the sense of perfect for headbanging. I like that. And raw, unfiltering energy. Always good, right? So you can headbang, get some raw energy, but not too much so you don't hurt yourself, of course. You want to be respectful of your body too. Like somebody else that we know that had some issues when he was younger, and he's not doing much of that anymore on stage. But anyway, I'm not getting into all of that. Number 10 is Obsidian Heart is by Duskfall, a classic sounding heavy metal song with a modern edge, and features powerful soaring vocals and driving rhythm sections, and a focus on epic guitar solos and memorable hooks. Which reminds me, Hannibe, I think it's Hannibe, I think is how you spell it. I saw a video online of one of their concerts, and they have the Wall of Death. I thought that was really cool. It's like all these people said a mosh pit. You had two groups and come together. I think that's a thing anyway. I don't think that's just exclusive from them, but they had that at one of their concerts, which I thought was kind of cool. Number 9 is Ascension of the Sunken King by Drowned Emperor. That sounds like something like Chinese underwater or something, maybe. Who knows? Or China, and the emperor is drowned by what? I don't know. An epic symphonic deathcore track that characterizes by a massive sound of incorporating orchestra swells and choral arrangements, orchestral arrangements with a brutal breakdown of intense vocals. That does sound really cool. I think that one I would probably like. We'll see. Number 8 is Endless Winter. A Sunken Serenity is the name of the band. A description of it is a sorrowful and melodic doom metal song. It uses slow, crushing riffs, which I always like, kind of slow, crushing riffs, and a haunting atmosphere with the atmosphere to explore the themes of despair and of the inevitable to feel anything, unable to feel anything. There you go. Right? Number 7 is Riven, Solstice of the North, which actually that sounds like a really cool title for a band. I like that, Solstice of the North. It's kind of reminds me of Guild Wars too. But anyway, melodic death metal track with a high blend of harsh, clean vocals with an emotionally charged song, with powerful riffs and a narrative of loss and personal struggle, which it sounds like something with a Viking song would do, possibly. I'm assuming maybe that's what their thing is. It's hard saying. And Whispers of Yore from Obelisk, I think they say Obelisk. I think that's what it is. An atmospheric melodic black metal song. Ooh, I like black metal. Sometimes it's kind of scary, with a strong focus of folk and mythological themes with it. The music builds slowly, creating a scene of ancient power and mystery. That's always kind of cool. Man, these sound really good. And these guys actually, all these guys might actually be really, really, really good. So you guys need to check these out. These are freaking awesome. Sounds really good anyway, from I think anyway. Voidborn. Now this is Ethereum. I think it says Aetherium, just in case you want to spell it out. Make sure you know, because I have a hard time pronouncing some of them. A cosmic themed black metal track characterizing a fast Terlumbo picked guitars. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Intense blast beats and a sprawling atmospheric sound that invokes the vast and terrifying emptiness of space. That's cool. Number 9 is Fractured Minds. That sounds like a really cool, just actual title of a song. And I also like the title of the band too, or the name of the band is Chronomancer. Chronomancer. That's what I meant. Chronomancer. A complex and intricate progressive metal song. It features dynamic tempos, changes, technical guitar work, and narrative about physiological fragmentation. Fractured Minds. That's kind of cool. That sounds really cool. It might be I wonder what the vocals sound like on that. Because sometimes people don't have quite the vocals that I like, but they have some really great guitar work. And other times they have a great singer, but not quite so great guitar. So, putting the two together is kind of one of those things. You got to have a good balance between the two, I think, when it comes to songs, because sometimes some do really heavy vocals with not good vocals on light, but it doesn't quite go with the song. I think it just kind of, you got to have this flow or continuity. I think that's the main thing. Ethereal Ruin by Celestial Iron. I don't know. Anyway, the song is a beautiful fusion of black metal and shoegaze. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. A combination that it combines the harshness of black metal with ethereal melodic soundscapes, creating a captivating and immersive experience that is both heavy and emotionally rich. That sounds like something that might be really, really impactful and really cool. So, any questions about some of those so far? I see. Oh, there's. I had one person. First, I had a lot of people. Then I had nobody. Anyway, number 2 is Gravebinder. Unless you're there and I just don't see it, because sometimes I don't think it's accurate on the count on the top of who's here, who's not. Obsiria Oath, OSS UARY Oath. A blistering, relentless death metal track with an example of old school death metal focus on raw aggression, fast paced drumming, and guitar guttural vocals with creates a sense of pure, unadulterated fury. I can't speak. I can't speak tonight at all. Anyway, did I get that one? Wait a minute. Yep. Number one. This is the last one on the list, which is a reverse of what my list is supposed to be, apparently, because the last one was supposed to be the first one. The first one was supposed to be the last one, but who knows? The Last Spire is a Sentinel's Lament. Lament? Lament. I guess lament. Maybe it's lament. Lament. Sentinel's Lament. Anyway, this is a slow doom metal, heavy doom metal ballad with a sorrowful gothic atmosphere. It features a deep baritone voice, I like that, crushing riffs, and mournful orchestral elements to tell a story of eternal despair and ruin. That sounds really cool. What do you guys think about that one? That one's another one that sounds really good. I mean, it seems like a lot of them are somewhat on the Viking side of songs, maybe, and death metal for new bands. Maybe everybody's thinking that's the thing to do right now for bands. Who knows? It's hard to say. And plus, usually sometimes you got to have something that, one, catches your ear, two, grabs somebody's attention, right? Which I don't do that well at all. I'm far from it, unless you guys think otherwise. Number three, I think the vocals and the mix of things together in the song really make it important. To me, it's like one of those things that if I'm listening to my headphones, right, or I'm driving in a car, and it does this to me, it grabs my attention, pulls me in. I go, what in the world is this? What in the world song is this? I need to know who it is, what they do. That reminds me of a band that I used to know that actually they're no longer in that band now. But I found out somebody that I knew of like 18 years ago, and all of a sudden I found out a little more about them. And yeah, and a long story short, but something I hoped might be a certain way, but it didn't happen. But so far, but who knows? You never know. It's hard to say, right? Anyway, which next week I'm going to be seeing Paul McCartney, which is not metal, but he does some really good singing, and I figured maybe I might put a few short videos on there next week. Since I'm going to be there, I'm not going to be at a metal concert, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of cool, very awesome people that are in the audience that love music as much as you and I do. And it's like Sacred Reich would say with one of their songs, "Don't be just a metal dude." Well, guess what? Yes, I'm not just a metal dude all the time. I do listen to other music sometimes, but not as often as some people. I used to listen to a lot more regular rock and roll and heavy kind of rock, and then I started getting a lot more into heavy metal. But there are some things with Vikings and things, like the gothic metal and things like that I like too. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys like to listen to besides just the metal music? Because like I said, don't be a lame dude. Don't be just a metal dude or something. I think that's how the lyrics go. I forgot the name. 31 Flavors, I think, is the name of the song from Sacred Reich. So if you don't get a chance, check that song out too, because it is really awesome. Just like Johnny, can you hear me? Turn that music down. Are you making too much noise? Something about do it and turn it down. Blah blah blah. All that stuff is evil. Ozzy Judas Priest. Yeah, go for it. There's backwards messages in that stuff that leads you to the beast. That's pretty much the song that they sing in one of their songs. Who's to Blame by Sacred Reich. So if you want to check it out, awesome song too. There's a lot of other good songs out there that are just, sometimes they're metal, sometimes they're not quite metal. So anyway, I guess apparently my son said 16, 17, 18 minutes. I don't know. It's usually the good time for YouTube. I've heard 15, but I don't know. And then short form videos on TikTok. So it'd be kind of interesting. But anyway, before I go, just, Violent Hour is or has been on tour with Buckcherry. I'm not sure if they're going to continue that tour later on. Megadeth, and that was yesterday. You probably, if you didn't know about it, you probably missed it. Unfortunately, I did. If I would have known, I think they kind of posted like sometime after my last post and before this one, or I should have posted something on my channel. So I apologize for that. There was a certain time for pre-orders for their very last album, which are going to be on tour here. Probably, I'm assuming probably after January 26th sometime, because that's when they're sending out all their albums, all their CDs, all the shirts that they're selling or have been selling. There was a rather interesting record that they had, which I was thinking maybe I would get, but it's pretty expensive. It was like $250, for a record. Even if I had the money, it's like quite a bit. But the one thing unique about it is they only had 250 available, and then of course they sold out within probably a few seconds, which netted them about $69,000 or something like that. Almost, yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, the process they use is they take, I don't know if it's the dye or something they use in the plastic. As they're putting it in, they spin the record before they record it, I'm assuming, to get the actual design on the actual album. So they are every single one of the actual records on the LP are different. So not every single one of them will be not mass produced. They're unique in design. So I have a feeling more than likely that those $250 records will be worth a lot of money here soon. Probably, if not already, they're probably selling for 1,000 or more, is what my guess is. So if you didn't get that, yeah, you're kind of out of luck. Like me, I was there. I was ready to order. I just didn't know what they were gonna have, what they were thinking about putting out. If it would have had maybe a little bit of, kind of like like a thing to show what they were selling before that, I might have considered buying one, but I don't know. So I did order one. It's ashen something or other. It's like a black. It's like black on the bottom. It has like a white on the top, and it has this splatter of looks like ash on the actual record. So yeah, I'm gonna have one of those, and it's gonna be quite awesome with a cool. Um, I forgot, JT Rattlehead, I think is how you pronounce his name. On the front cover with a white suit, and it's burning on the one side. It's really cool. So anyway, so you might still go to the website, see what they have available. They might still have some shirts left. They might still have some records left. They might have some CDs left. So go check it out. You can pre-order them now. Might not The CDs might not be as fancy as the records, but at least it's something. And it will be their last album with their last tour. They say. We'll see. It's kind of like other bands. Sometimes they go, retire for like 5 years or so, and they come back. But now this is a quote from Dave Mustaine himself when I was at the concert in Denver with Five Finger Death Punch. I think is who it was. Yeah, they were opening for Five Finger, saying that they would always be there even later. Either that or it's Corey Taylor on Slipknot. I don't know. But when down the years down the road, so as long as you guys, I'm saying, if I'm walking with a cane, I'll still be there, right? He's retiring now, so I don't know. Something may change his mind. Who knows? Anyway, I know, I know. I'm working on that. Maybe, hopefully. Bam, bam. Anyway, people say that, and it's like my hair's always been that way, kind of. It's been like really high back. Well, it's probably been right here, and yeah, it's one of those things. But anyway, everybody talks about that, whatever. But I got the beard, right? Got the gray beard. Anyway, the sexy gray beard, right? Anyway, who knows, right? I don't know. It depends on who you talk to. Maybe somebody likes it, some people don't. Who knows? I even had a really long beard for a while. I trimmed it down because I was getting stuff. Long story. It was technical difficulties, if you know what I mean, with eating and things like that. You know what I mean? Anyway, it was awesome to have, but yeah, sometimes it was like, nah. But you never know. May I'll grow it back. May I'll just let it keep growing. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate all your support. Thanks for liking and subscribing. If you haven't done any subscribing, please do so because, like I said before, and I'll say it again, it's free and there's no cost to you. So why not? You know, and maybe I'll do the TikTok thing and get some of the videos on there about that because that'd be kind of cool, especially if you're into metal. And maybe I can put some of these awesome new songs that I've never heard of or the groups on TikTok so that way BBC. I'm gonna have to check out the rest of that list. Maybe I'll do that. So don't forget, check out that list on from TikTok. If I use this video, there's a list of bands that are under 20,000, I think is, or no, 10,000. 10,000 subscribers on Spotify that are good bands that you may not know about. So check it out just in case. This is for just in case I use this in a short form video for TikTok. Go figure, right? Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good night. And thanks again for watching. And don't forget, next Sunday night, hopefully 11:30 or so, I'll be back on, at least Mountain Time. I'm not sure about everybody else's time. Yeah, California is like, what, 9:30, whatever. And 10:30 on other time frames. Anyway, later, probably 12:30. Who knows? Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. It means a lot to me. And without your help and support, I couldn't have this channel going. And I having almost 500 people. We're going to do 500. We're going to say it's 500 already, even though it's not quite here yet. It's about 219 people so far, I think, from what I can tell, from what I remember. Anyway, take care. Have a good night. Like I said, don't forget to headbang, like, and subscribe. Have a good night. Take care.